just like Sean had last time, that's a beautiful circumpallid papilla.
Really?
Alright? So you see a very good circumpallid papilla right here, with the vellus or the trench encircling the papilla. Okay, that's a circumpallid papilla. And there we can see now also, in the sides, we will also pick up the taste buds. Okay? So these are more modified epithelial cells. These are our taste buds right here. Right in the, just very close right here, in the overlying epithelium. Okay? So there we see these flat-shaped structures, and these are our taste buds. Okay? Now let's trace it down here. We see that there's glandular tissue. Now I particularly like this slide a lot because you actually see the nerves. So what you're seeing right here are nerves in section. These are the section nerves here. So lots of nerves. Not only do we see that's glandular tissue, that's serous, these are serous glands, bright, stained pink, okay? Lots of eosin, picking up a lot of eosin stain. But I was quite intrigued when I looked at this slide to actually see the nerves. So these nerves here are the nerves that are going to be entering the papilla to give both general and special sensory innervation. Okay? So remember that the so these will be glossopharyngeal fibers. Right? There we're going to be seeing now glossopharyngeal fibers. Okay? And there we see also now we have lots of nerves in cross-section, smooth muscle, okay? The smooth muscle, sorry, skeletal muscle right here. And it looked as if in one slide, strangely I was seeing, but then when I examined a couple other slides, no, it was not so. It would appear even in one or two slides that the muscular bundles were just literally ascending up, okay? But this is really more just connective tissue. And I find this a bit unusual. Now, I don't remember seeing it before. And there you're actually seeing, as we saw last week, glandular tissue, actually within the papilla itself. Okay? So I would say this may be a new one for me. I can't remember that I really remember seeing glandular tissue actually right in the circumpallid papilla itself. Now, I suppose this is an animal. Okay, I suppose this is taken from maybe, I don't know, a cat or a dog or something like that. You know, if not, I would give it further research for human tissue. Okay. Now, we also made some comments about the salivary glands. We looked at the salivary glands last time, and we saw that the sublingual gland, of which I brought another beautiful sublingual gland here to show. I'll go back to the tongue again. Because I'm just hopscotching around a bit before we go into today's work. Alright, so this is a very nice sublingual gland that I found this morning. Looking through my slides. Okay. Look at it on iPhone here. Alright, so this is definitely a sublingual salivary gland. It's a beautiful sublingual salivary gland. Alright. Okay, this is very, very, very nice, and you can see the staining reaction there. These are all the alveoli right here, and actually you can see the lumen of the alveolus right here. Okay, so right there, right above the tip of the pointer, is the lumen of the alveolus. Alright? So this is an exceptionally beautiful slide of the sublingual gland. We also note that where we see some serous components, for example there, that these serous components are capping the mucous components, and these are what are known as the demilunes. Alright, these are the demilunes. Okay, so these more darkly staining cells here, just sort of like a cap on top of a head, these are the demilunes, and these are serous. So the darker tissue that you see here, this is basically serous, because the sublingual gland is a mixed gland, predominant predominantly mucus with some serous alveoli or acini. Terms are interchangeable. The submandibular gland is predominantly serous. It's a mid-salivary gland. The parotid gland is described by nearly every histology textbook as a purely serous gland. All the histology books that I know of describe the parotid as a purely serous. But I will say to you that I don't know, I've never seen any mucus in there, but Gray's Anatomy states that there may be, we may find, underline the word, may find a few scattered mucus alveoli in the parotid. But I think for all exam purposes that the parotid we take as a purely serous gland. Now what are we looking at here? May, what's that? What's at the tip of the pointer here?
A nucleus.
So I'm just going over a couple of things that we did. What's that there?
A nucleus.
So that's what's called a basket cell or a myoepithelial cell. Alright? So just outside, skirting the outside of the acini, these cells look like an octopus. Alright? Octopus with what? Tentacles. And the tentacles are all surrounding the acinus. So these very, very, very flat cells outside, these cells are the myoepithelial cells, and these are involved basically with contracting, they have contractile elements to help get the secretory material out. There you see another lumen right here of an acinus, and the acinar cells, notice, are more pyramidal in shape. Alright? So very, very nice example here of a mucous salivary gland. Alright? I brought this slide all the way back about 2 years ago. I was a guest. I spent some time there I visited the Department of Anatomy in Budapest in Hungary, and the head of the department gave me a nice set of slides, and this is one of them here. Alright? And there we see a small duct, an intralobular duct in the submandibular here. Alright, and another duct here. These are all intralobular ducts. Once in a more taller epithelium towards columnar epithelium, these are the striated ducts. Alright, so the taller ones. In this slide, you're not seeing the striation so clearly. I think the staining reaction that they used was primarily to show the seromucous tissue. Alright? Okay, so we leave this slide alone. Alright, so I just want to go back and show you that. Now let me just go through a couple more tongue slides. Just want to go through a couple more tongue slides to see if we can see some of the other villi that we were not able to see last time.